Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Dr. Cool Cat session. Today we've got something really special, something that I think is a total game changer. We are going to crack the code on one of the trickiest parts of the GED, the science test, and give you a simple, super powerful tool to absolutely ace it. So, here's our game plan. First, we're going to talk about what makes this test so challenging. Then, I'll introduce you to your new secret weapon, a little something called CER, and a routine to make it automatic. We'll also cover how to spot those sneaky trick answers, and then you'll get to put it all to the test yourself. Sound good? Let's do it. Okay, so let's get right into it. The biggest mistake people make with the GED science test is thinking it's a giant memory quiz. It is not. Seriously, they're not expecting you to remember every single fact from biology class. It's all about how you think, right here, right now. What it really boils down to is this. They'll give you a chart or a graph or a little bit of text, and your job is to figure out which answer choice is actually proven by that information. That's it. It's a skill, not a test of knowledge. And you know the best thing about skills? They can be learned. And today, we're going to learn exactly how. So, what is this magic method? It's a simple framework called CER. That stands for claims, evidence, and reasoning. Trust me, this is your key to cutting through all the noise and seeing these questions with total clarity. First up is the claim. Super simple. In the world of the GED, the claim is just one of those multiple choice answers. It's a statement someone is making, a conclusion they're suggesting, like fertilizer B is the best one. Next, evidence. And listen, this part is absolutely crucial. The evidence is the proof, and I can't stress this enough. It has to come directly from the information they gave you. We're talking about the specific numbers, the patterns in the graph, the direct comparisons you can see with your own eyes. It's not about what you think you already know, it's about what the chart shows you. And finally, we've got reasoning. This is the because part. It's the logical glue that connects the evidence you found to the claim you're testing. So you might say, fertilizer B works best because the plants grew to 24 centimeters, which is taller than the other plants. See, it's that bridge. Now, knowing what CR is, that's one thing, but you need a way to use it fast when that clock is ticking. And that's where the CARE routine comes in. Think of it as your 20-second mental checklist for every single one of these data questions. This is your new ritual. It goes like this. First, C. Capture the claim in each answer choice. What are they saying? Next, A. Anchor it with specific evidence. Go find the numbers in the data that back it up. Then, R. Relate that evidence to the claim with some simple reasoning. And finally, E. Eliminate any choice that just doesn't hold up. CARE. Every question, every time. Okay, so you've got your new superpower and your action plan. Now we've got to talk about the enemy. Those tempting but totally wrong answers called distractors. Let's learn to spot them from a mile away. Here's your most wanted list. Be on the lookout for answers that try to predict the future or go beyond what the data shows. Watch out for ones that confuse two things being related with one causing the other. That's a big one. Also, look out for answers that pick just one little piece of data. Mix up the variables, use fuzzy language, or, and this is a huge red flag, claim something is 100% true. These are almost always traps. You know, the language an answer uses can be a massive giveaway. Good, strong answers often sound a little cautious. They'll use phrases like, based on the data, or tends to. On the other hand, weak, tricky answers love extreme words like always, proves, or caused by. Remember, in science, being precise is good, being absolutely certain is suspicious. All right, enough talk. Let's see this whole thing in action. Here is a classic bar chart you might see on the test. We're looking at the average height of tomato plants. You've got a control group with no fertilizer, a group with fertilizer A, and a group with fertilizer B. Simple enough. So the big question is, which of these statements can you prove using only the info on that chart? Let's fire up our CARE routine and start looking at each claim for some hard evidence. Okay, let's go into elimination mode. Option A says fertilizer B makes tomatoes double in height. Well, the control is 16 centimeters. Double that is 32, not 24, so that's an exaggeration. Gone. C mentions brand names. The chart says nothing about that. They just made that up. Gone. D claims it'll happen in every case. The chart only shows an average, not a guarantee for every single plant, so that's out. What's left? B. Is it true that fertilizer B produced the highest average height? Yup, 24 is the highest bar. That's our answer. See how that works? Okay, you saw me do it. Now it is your turn to get in the driver's seat. I'm going to throw some data and a question at you, and I want you to use that CARE routine we just learned. You got this. Here's the setup for our first practice run. We've got a table here showing dissolved oxygen levels, that's DO, in 3 different ponds, and the number of fish counted in each one. Just take a second to look at the numbers. See if you can spot a pattern. All right, here are your options. I want you to go ahead and pause right here and really run through that CARE routine. Pick your answer. And then, this is the important part. I want you to drop your answer in the comments and tell us why. Give me that because statement. Let's see that CER thinking in action. Okay, you ready for the big reveal? The correct answer is A. So why is it A? Well, the evidence is clear. As the DO number goes up, so does the fish count. But the key here is that beautiful word associated. Option B uses causes and all lakes. Way too strong. C says always. That's one of those extreme words we talked about. And D is, well, it's just silly. Awesome job to everyone who nailed it. Let's do one more, lightning round style. Here's the situation. A reaction's pH drops from 7 down to 5, and it takes 10 minutes. Look at those options. Which claim is the only one justified by that info? Think fast. And the answer is B. This one is just pure evidence, right? It's a simple rate calculation. The pH dropped by 2 points over 10 minutes. You do the math. 2 divided by 10 is 0.2. It's a direct calculation from the data provided. All the other answers are either guessing about the future, inventing details, or making a judgment call that you just can't prove. So let's wrap this all up and lock it in. To build that CER muscle memory, here's what you do. 1, always find the data first. 2, look for answers that are precise and based on numbers. 3, prefer that cautious language like associated with, unless they literally prove one thing causes another. And 4, always do the because test. This is true because of this specific number from the chart. And there you have it. This isn't just a simple tip. It's the fundamental skill you need for this part of the test. You now have a system, a real strategy to look at data with confidence and dodge all those traps. Fantastic job working through this with us today. You know, when you think about it, spotting the difference between a claim and real evidence is a skill you can use everywhere, not just on a test. We want to keep building these skills with you. So let us know in the comments, what should we break down next? Density, forces in motion, or those tricky Punnett squares? If this explainer was helpful, do us a huge favor and hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. We'll see you then.